Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Katie and this is Cody.
Hello.
And together we're Highboy LA. We are currently renovating and restoring our 1886 Victorian in the Illinois Valley.
So over the last 2 weeks, we have been traveling a lot for work, and we are slowly getting back to work around the house, and we've gotten a lot done. So let us tell you about the few things that we got done around the house.
They're not like visible things, which is unfortunate.
They are invisible
Things, large expenses, yeah. We had an electrician come and he made all of our outlets GFI outlets and 3-prong outlets, which is really nice.
He also updated the fuse boxes because we used to have the glass circular tube fuse boxes, which still worked, but were very outdated for modern day. We also had a plumber come by, and this was to address a problem that we had on our closing day, which was a leak in our downstairs bathroom. We have old cast iron pipes. Those pipes are going from the toilet to the sink and the tub. Basically, all of the stuff was very old, very clogged, pretty much non-functional, and none of our stuff was draining. So we had to have a plumber come, cut our cast iron pipes, run all new piping to all of those fixtures. When we thought we were almost done with that, he went to go put our toilet back on because we're trying to use everything that came in the house that's actually still functional, just to save on money for right now. And it turns out that while that toilet was sitting off of its throne, all of our seals dried out, and he put the toilet back on and everything started leaking. So while our bathroom is fixed and functional, we do need a new toilet, and that is in the works. But that was a major update for us. Electrical up and going and plumbing up and going. So we are fully functional in terms of that. Nothing is visible. All of it's expensive, but we are safe and we are up and running in terms of water.
Yeah, and the plumber did say he thinks, like, he has full confidence that we could put the toilet on ourselves. We'll have someone come help us, like a family member, but we'll go out and buy one, put that on. We'll, document the whole process to see how that goes.
Yay, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna go to YouTube University and learn a lot. So while I was gone, Katie and her mom did a lot of cleaning around the house, and coming home to that, everything looked beautiful. I was gone for work for about 3.5 weeks. I was working in Australia and then working in Japan, and then came back to our LA apartment just to zhuzh and sleep.
And water the plants.
And then come back here. So upon walking in, it was plumber, electric, Katie's cleaning, and now we're kind of back to work. Once we came to the house together again, we started on the upstairs bedroom because we do want to stay here in the very near future. Right now we're staying with family close by, and that's been lovely. Absolutely lovely. But we're ready to branch off. We're ready to fly the coop. We're ready to get into our house and start working more because we lose a lot of time on the commute to and from the house. And we just want to be here more so we can start to live in it, enjoy it, and figure out, long-term what we're going to do with each space and how we're going to decorate.
Since we've been back, like Cody said, we've been focusing on the upstairs bedroom, finished mudding the walls, smoothing out imperfections, patching some blemishes on there, and then we ripped up the carpet. The carpet up there was disgusting, but it was mostly like the padding underneath. It literally looked like fruity pebbles. Rainbow colored dust everywhere, and there's like a lot of residue left on the floor, so that'll be interesting. We had a professional floor refinisher come by today and give us quotes. After talking to him, I think we're gonna attempt to do them ourselves still to save some money. And I do think we could do it. So all morning, Cody's been prepping the floors down here. He's starting to pull out the staples, but we're gonna focus on the living room, the dining room, and the upstairs bedroom. And hopefully we can get that sander rented and get started on that next week. Anyway, we're rambling. The reason we're standing by all this furniture is because I had to film content. This is all from Lulu Georgia. I think I've showed you throughout the last few videos. This is the Conti sideboard. It's so pretty. It's got like a curve to it. Originally, we were gonna use it in the dining room as like a true sideboard, but honestly, it kind of is made for this wall. It's the perfect size. And I think a TV, either mounted on the wall or on here, is gonna look so good. And then like styled with coffee table book. The drawers are like push to open. It's just sleek. We love a fluted detail. There's storage. Love it. And then this chair, this is the Mayhew, I believe. Mayhew swivel chair in the jade tapestry fabric. This is so nice. It reminds me of like your grandma's vintage embroidered chair, but a very high quality, more modern and functional version. It's lovely and it's so comfy. And then this lamp, which we showed you before, this is the Sonara lamp. It's kind of like a nod to our wicker lamp in our LA apartment. It's so cool. We've never seen anything like it. It's kind of giving Dr. Seuss vibes. It's whimsical. I think the scale in here is appropriate because the shade is so big and this room is massive. I don't know where this is all gonna live. Well, besides this, I don't know where it's all gonna live.
And there's even a chance that this ends up elsewhere.
Yeah.
Once we get everything else.
Of course, yeah. So we'll see. Wanted to show you, we're excited about it. And this is like our one comfy seating option right now in the house. So we're kind of fighting over this.
We had a guy come by and look at our floors today just because as we started to get into them, it looked like a lot more hectic than all of the videos I've watched online. If you pull up some of these steel plates, there's a lot of like, you know, chipping and stuff like that. And the guy that came, I kind of just picked his brain about what they're gonna do. And it turns out they're gonna do the same thing that every single video I watch says. So we decided that we're gonna do these floors ourselves and give it a go. So I've been pulling staples all morning and there's a lot more to go, but we are excited to do this ourselves because we sanded a spot over in the corner just so you can see a little preview of what the natural wood looks like in here. So we sanded this spot over here just to get a look at what the wood is actually gonna look like once we run our industrial sander, and it looks beautiful. We're so excited to give this a try. We're gonna sand some squares, we're going to get some stain, we're gonna test some stuff out. We're gonna start with the upstairs room because that is our mess up room that will allow us to figure it out, see how it works. If we mess up, it's fine if we do it up there. But this is our big showcase room and we want to keep it as beautiful as possible. When my brother was here a few weeks ago, he helped us to start mudding. So we finally went through and sanded all of that down and it looks great. All the surfaces are ready to be painted. This has a lot of dust on it, but this is what we did today. And let's show you upstairs. So come with me upstairs so we can show you our floors up there. Oh my God, we're live. This is exciting. Let's go. So this is what we did all day 2 days ago. We ripped up all of the carpets. We ripped up all of the insulation beneath it, the padding, and it was really nasty up here. This stuff was way older than the stuff downstairs, and it was almost adhered to the wood. Some of it looks like a clown painting, but this is what we accomplished the other day. We're super excited because this is the room that we're gonna stay in when we first move in.
While we're on the subject of this room, we found the coolest freaking king bed frame for $35 at Goodwill yesterday. It's gonna be perfect. It's solid wood. We also have a king mattress on the way. So once this is ready to put furniture in, I'm thinking the king bed is gonna be centered on these two windows. I know you're thinking like, ugh, windows behind the bed. In a dream world, that wouldn't be the case, but this is too narrow for a king. The other room with all the wood paneling was originally gonna be the primary, but for now, this is gonna be it. So I'm thinking centering the bed right here, 2 nightstands on either end. That way we're centered with the built-in wall, and I think that will like make sense. The only thing I don't like is that there's a mirror, which I think is like really bad for feng shui. That will leave room for a nice long dresser on this wall and maybe like an accent chair right here, something where we could like vibe out with this third window. But I'm thinking that's the plan and I'm really excited about it. I was also thinking about doing a track system for curtains along basically all the walls in here. I don't know, I can just kind of see the vision. Tons of like really light and airy curtains, and then being able to kind of customize them, like full curtains behind the bed or just close the windows, or, you know, track curtains, you have a lot of options with like what you can do with them. I just think that would be really nice.
Just got our brand new Mocha Express and
Mocha. Mocha.
So we're starting on the upstairs floors. First thing we have to do is walk around and see if we hear any squeaks. So if we hear squeaks, that means the boards need a few more nails. So there's no squeaks here. I kind of shirred up these, and when I'm driving these nails in, it's making these boards more even, which is really what you want when you start sanding, because that sander is going to run into that edge. It's going to even the floor out, which is good, but you want to get it as even as possible before you start. I just did that part, no squeaks. As we get into these boards, we hear a little bit of squeaks. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take some floor nails, pound them in. There's a truss running across this right here, and we're going to secure the floorboards a little bit better. So there's no squeaks as we get into the house. Oh, and by the way, it's been a few days since we picked up the camera. We spent all day yesterday pulling all of the staples out of this room. Luckily, there weren't that many. They were mainly around the edges and then a couple of lines here in the middle. So all the staples are pulled. We're gonna shore up the boards a little bit. After that, I'm gonna go get a tool that will allow us to clean all of these lines out of in between the boards and everything and all the gunk throughout all the years. This has been done before, as you can see, but we need to make it super clean so that when we get our filler in there, it's a clean space for the filler to go and fill and work. Yesterday, while we were pulling staples, we realized that we can't just leave the carpet barrier here. We need to go all the way out. So we cleared this landing, and our beautiful hardwood floors are all throughout here, and we're super excited to get into these. We're going to do this landing at the same time that we do this bedroom. So once that bedroom is done, this landing is done, we're closing these doors, we're living here, and we are off to the races. Save a horse, ride a sander. Could you give me like a Wayne's World count-in? It's a 5, 4, 3. So yesterday we finished pulling staples and putting nails in, walking around, finding creaks. We have done it to the best of our ability, and we both feel really happy, and there's only a few creaks left. Today we took our Dremel tool and we ran it between as many floorboards as we could, cleaned out as much gunk as we could, vacuumed, also did the same to our hallway. We're so excited. The research has been months in the making. We rented the drum sander from Menards. Just kidding, it's pronounced Menards. So we rented this drum sander from Menards. We have 36 grit, which I really don't want to use, 60 grit, and 80 grit. So since we've never used this thing before, we are going to put on the 80 grit and take it easy. PPE, we have this mask, which is gonna really help us from any harmful chemicals that may be down, old stain, stuff like that. We have some earbuds. I just left this on from earlier. Aside from that, my glasses are gonna double as safety goggles. I'm gonna put my hood up to reduce getting as much dust on myself as possible. Aside from that, we're ready to rock. Time to lit up the sandpaper. So we bought this Norton sandpaper that was basically just in the same section as Menards. So let's load this up. This sandpaper. Maybe. Unplug sander, properly fit it, remove belt when worn or job is complete. All right, we're done. It's the moment we've all been waiting for.
Like it's picking up, you can see where it's hitting the high points. We might go through a lot of paper actually. I'm gonna go downstairs and grab a 36. Wow, that thing's a ride though. Okay, so we did the first pass ever with the 80 grit. Just wanted to get used to the machine. So now we're gonna move down to 60 and see where this takes us. I think we do 36.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, we might run through these really quickly, honestly. All right, the gnarliest. Never seen this little grit in my life. All right, I'm going to different boards, okay? I honestly might have to go like this across them because I've seen that's how some people get it level. It worries me to do that with 60 or 30.
Yeah.
But I'll do a few more passes over here.
Okay.
But you could see like, you know, the difference between this and this.